Hey guys, it's Josh, and Jonas is my kitty cat there too, of course. And welcome back to another Carmel Games game. The second of five, or possibly six, this week. Because Flash, and Adobe is removing export from Flash at the end of this month, this year. So at the end of, during December at least. And I'm trying to get all of the Carmel games, or at least most of them, played before then. That's the goal. Also, anyway, as with every video this week, this game was suggested by the wonderful cat IH from Instagram, whose profile will be linked in the description and box down below. Of course. Anyway, without any further ado, let's play Sherlock Holmes 2. This one is actually my favourite non-Vortex Point Carmel Games game. It's based on the famous, and it's actually based on a actual Sherlock Holmes case from one of the later books in this collection, but I will be going over that at the end of the video, so as not to spoil anything. Let's play.
It's another windy day in beautiful London. Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. My name is Charles Williams, and I need your help.
Have a seat and tell me your problem.
There's no time. The police are after me. I'm a fire alarm system agent, and I sell rich people fire alarms to protect their mansions. Yesterday morning, an old gentleman named Jimmy Jack Johnston stopped by my office and asked me to come and visit his mansion. He said he had an old fire alarm system, and since he was renovating his mansion, he wants to replace it. He offered me a large sum of money for just looking around his mansion. How could I say no to that? So last night I paid him a visit. I hardly saw any of his mansion because he was talking so much. Once it started to get late, I had to go so I wouldn't miss the last train to Clarksville.
Take the last
4 hours away from my home.
Take the last train to Clarksville. No. Yeah. Anyway.
As I left his house, I remembered I left my key there, but I couldn't go back because I missed the train. Once I got home, I was the first man to see the morning paper, and there it was on the front page. Jimmy Jack Johnston, murdered. The police found the murder weapon, a cane, with my initials on it.
Good morning, dear Mr. Holmes, and I see that Mr. Johnston's murderer is here with Greg. We'll put him behind bars. Good day.
Help me, Holmes. I didn't do it. Help me!
Okay, we'll need the magnifying glass, obviously, I guess. And this random candy cane.
There's no time for chess. I have a mystery to solve. A mystery case of murder. It's early in the morning, but I better not spend my day here. I should go out and investigate. That's a fine skull I found on my last investigation. I don't need it right now.
Come on, don't you need a partner? You could call him, I don't know, Scully? Agent Scully? Eh.
As much as I'd rather stay here by the warm fire, I have to go out in the cold and save the world. Well, not the world, just that Mr. Charles guy.
Okay, off we go. I guess we'll start by going to the police station.
You must be Maxine, Mr. Johnston's maid.
Yes I am. And you are?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, private investigator. I am investigating the case of Mr. Johnston's murder.
Murder? Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I can't help you much. Like I told the nice officers, I left the Johnston mansion right after Mr. Williams arrived, so I have no clue what happened now.
I see. Thank you. I'm Sherlock Holmes, private investigator. I am investigating the case of Mr. Johnston's murder.
Yes, I know who you are. It's a privilege to be working with you, Mr. Holmes. Please, feel free to ask anything you want, and I'll do my best to help.
Where is Mr. Williams? I want to have a word with him.
He's being interrogated. Come again later, and you'll be able to talk to him.
Mind if I borrow this screwdriver?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you. One should never be without a screwdriver when there's murder afoot.
Alright, crime scene? Autumn
A
leaves.
pile of autumn leaves. I suspect there used to be a window there not so long ago.
Certainly looks like it. Ooh, what's that? Cat.
Marvelous. I'll take these matches with me. A family photo. How lovely. A family
Photo. How lovely. A family photo. How lovely.
It's an interesting choice of location for
A mirror. Well done.
Haha.
A secret safe. There's the cane.
This appears to be the late Jimmy Jack Johnston's body. According to police, his body was burned by the young Charles Williams. Here are some remains of Jimmy's clothes. This big window is facing north. There's a cotton curtain covering it. I see no special evidence here.
Well, neither do I, so... what's this? Oh, right. Cat, Spider-Man? Do. Do. Sorry. Every time I see Spider-Man, it makes me think of the, well, Marvel's Spider-Man. You know what? Let's go to Charles' apartment.
Good morning, Mrs. Williams. I believe you've heard the news regarding your son, the late Mr. Jimmy Jack Johnston.
Yes, I have. I just don't understand how it happened. I mean, my son didn't even know about my and Mr. Johnston's past.
Past?
Yes, when I was a young girl, Mr. Johnston wanted me to marry him. I didn't want to because of his evil nature. He was a butterfly collector and did other evil stuff. I married my husband, Jeffrey Williams, and never heard from Mr. Johnston again.
I see.
Quite frankly, I can't be sad over Mr. Johnston's death. He was an evil, evil man. I mean, butterflies. Really. But I don't believe my son would have murdered him. There must be another explanation.
Thank you for your help, Mrs. Williams.
Talk about a felony misdemeanor.
May I borrow this lovely candle?
Yes, but please give it back before it gets dark.
I shall do so. Darkness seems all the darker with Murder.
That'll come in handy for something, I'm sure of it. Since we can pick it up. Crime scene. What if... Hmm. 4, 4, 8, 2? Could be the number of legs.
It looks like the mansion
Yes, there we go.
along with those of the fire alarm installed in this mansion.
You know what?
Got it.
Knock that down as well.
I suspect this place has been undergoing renovations lately. That crack in the wall looks a bit odd.
It does look very odd. I have an idea.
The flame went out. There's a soft breeze coming from this crack, yet this is not an external wall. Interesting fact.
Quite
There
interesting
may be a
fact
secret
indeed.
chamber over there. I better talk to Charles. Perhaps he saw something while he was here last night.
Right, that way. Police station.
I want to ask you if Mr. Johnston showed you his mansion while you were there last night.
Yes, he did.
Are there any secret chambers in the mansion?
Not that I know of.
Have you examined his fire alarm system?
Barely. He said he would show me the system's blueprints, but we started to drink wine and it started to get late, so we set another appointment for tomorrow.
How's your investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
It's going pretty well.
Blueprints. Let's see. Let's give him these blueprints, see what he says.
I've got the fire alarm system blueprints.
Let me see. Now I understand it all. Someone deactivated the system. That's why it doesn't work anymore.
How do I reactivate it?
That's easy. Just set the yellow wire to value 2, the green wire to value 3, and the blue wire to 5.
Okay.
I just received a telegram saying a fingerprint with blood on it was found at the crime scene. The fingerprint belongs to Charles Williams.
Impossible.
You should head back there, Mr. Holmes. The inspector would like to talk to you.
That's completely impossible. Wait, no, down here.
So, you think the case is closed?
Yes, we have Charles's fingerprints at the scene. We have a murder weapon and a body. The court's juries will have an easy decision to make.
I'm not sure about that, so hold your horses. A bloody fingerprint that appears to belong to Charles Williams. It wasn't here before. That can only mean one thing. I've solved the case. Now let's catch the bastard who did it.
Oof, precision beast right there. Alright. Upstairs we go. I guess. Stupid. Okay. So 2, 3, 5.
Now the system is working again. Mwahaha!
Just a test. Had to make sure.
I spilled absinthe on the leaves.
We're gonna start a fire.
So, the dead are rising from their graves, am I right, Mr. Jimmy Jack Johnston?
Ha!
Wait, I don't understand. What just happened here?
It's very simple. Mr. Johnston wanted to win over Mrs. Williams' heart more than 20 years ago. Since she didn't want him, he swore to get revenge. And what's a better way to hurt her than to send her son to prison? Mr. Johnston asked Mr. Williams to check his fire alarm system, even though he has a state-of-the-art alarm system. He made sure Maxine, the maid, saw Mr. Williams right before she left. He also hid Mr. Williams' cane, so Mr. Williams would leave it at his mansion. Mr. Johnston placed the burned flesh of some poor animal in his fireplace and covered Mr. Williams' cane in blood. It could have been the perfect crime if not for that mysterious fingerprint on the curtain. I knew it wasn't there before. That could only mean one thing. Someone wanted to make sure we thought Mr. Williams was the murderer. Since Mr. Williams was behind bars during the time the fingerprint appeared, I knew he wasn't the killer. Maxine the maid was at the police station the whole time. She's not the murderer. Mrs. Williams lives 4 hours away, so she's not the murderer either. Only one option left. Someone who was close enough to place the fingerprint and disappear, perhaps from a secret chamber? I created the illusion of fire using the alarm and the smoke, which caused Mr. Johnston to take leave of his hideout and seek a safe place.
He'll go to a safe place, all right. Our prison is a very safe place.
Ho, ho, ho! Well, I have to telegraph Watson and let him know that that's not really his aunt he's staying with, but Dr. Moriarty.
Dun dun dun! Well, there we go. Yeah, that's my favourite. It's one based on the Adventure of the Norwood Builder. Very classic Sherlock Holmes story. Basically the same motive and plot. Only real difference is the original, and it's the names of the characters and the things that the victim, the so-called victim, or I guess who also happens to be the culprit in this case, did before faking their own death. Well, did in the past as their crimes anyway. Jimmy Jack Johnson here was a butterfly, a collector, but the Sherlock Holmes canon inversion let a cat loose in a bird sanctuary. Anyway, This is the second of 3 Carmel games about Sherlock Holmes. The second one will be covered. No, the third one will be covered at some point. Hence soon. I'm not saying when, but definitely soon. Right, well, I guess all that's left to say is leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button. And click the notification bell if you don't want to miss any videos in the future. I upload 6 days a week at around 1 PM New Zealand time every day, and every single one of those days. So usually if I'm doing a Let's Play, days 1 to 5 will be the Let's Play episodes, and then video 6. So Saturday will be a special episode Saturday, which will be a 1 video project that I wouldn't otherwise be able to fit into a normal Let's Play. Or just that I wouldn't be able to make into a normal Let's Play, I guess. Alright, other than that, yeah, other than that, leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts. Share the video with your friends if you enjoyed if you think they might like my content, please. And my Facebook, Twitter, and Discord information, as well as my newly created Instagram page and that of Cat IH's and Cat IH, will be in the description box down below as usual. With that said, Jonas and I will see you guys next time for another episode of, well, another Carmel Games game, anyway. I nearly said another episode of Half-Life. Until then, Josh and Jonas out.